What is going on, guys? Victor here, and for the longest time you guys have been asking for a whole fish, a whole snapper catch, clean, cook. Well, I got one for you today, and I actually had to redo the intro because the camera was out of focus. We've been having a lot of camera problems recently, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's going to be a good one. We're out here, and like a lot of the other videos you guys see, we love to come out here, anchor, put a chum bag out, and try to catch ballyhoo. Where we're at, there's not a lot of goggle eyes around, which is what we also like to use offshore, and pilchards is something we use a lot in the summertime. Pilchards, threadfin sardines, but those don't come in till like spring, summer. So a sure bet, you come out here, you can almost always catch ballyhoo. I actually have a really good video on how to do it. I'll have it linked below, but you come up to basically any patch reef, put out a chum bag, cast net, ballyhoo, whatever you want, whatever your preferred way, and you load up. I'm going to show you guys how to throw it in 1 second. Oh. There's the hurricane. You guys see that seagull right there? We had 100 ballyhoo behind the boat. As soon as that seagull comes into play, those ballyhoo, they go straight down. They don't leave your boat, they don't leave the chum slick, but they don't feel comfortable coming up top because that seagull can scoop one of them up. So what I like to do is, we discovered you pull the chum bag out of the water, give it 2-3 minutes, and once there's no more chum coming out of the chum bag, that seagull will be gone. You guys comment below what you think it is. I thought it was a seagull. I guess it's not. So we're kind of just picking away at them. The throw before, I must have got like 2 dozen, but this throw, only a few. For some reason, the ballyhoo are staying way back. That is offshore gold right here. One of my favorite baits to fish. Because everything eats them. They're very versatile, and you can fish them dead, alive. Little fish eat them, big fish eat them. Whereas sometimes if you fish a goggle eye or blue run or something big, you really limit as to what you can catch. First fish of the day, got no idea what it is. I was actually letting this line down to hit bottom, and it got hit as I was letting it down. It's a mutton, Brooke.
Beauty.
Would you check that out? I don't think he's gonna make it. It's 18 inches. What do you think?
No. And I have a vertical jig on, and I just dropped down to the bottom. Ooh, I don't know what I got, but I got something good. I hooked this close to bottom. Ooh, it's big.
It's a cuda.
Cuda on a vertical jig on bottom.
I think that's your first, isn't it?
I've never caught a cuda on a vertical jig before. He's crazy. Look at him.
Wow.
No way.
As soon as I brought him in.
Well, at least I got my jig. And that's why you wear boots.
Everybody always asks Brooke what kind of boots we wear. That is exactly why you wear these offshore boots.
I'm gonna let him go. See ya. Well, a cuda on a vertical jig on bottom was the last thing I was expecting on that, but I'm gonna retie it and hopefully catch something else.
Another mystery fish on the bottom. You know, the last few times we've been out here, we've had very little success up top. We've flown the kite a couple times, no bites. Flat lines, very few bites. Almost everything's on the bottom.
What is that?
Yellowtail. Well, not a big yellowtail, but it's a yellowtail. Check that out.
That's a nice one.
That is a good one. That is not what I was expecting to catch in 130 feet of water. How beautiful is that? These are seriously one of the most fun snapper to catch. In the summer and spring, we'll show you guys more yellowtail fishing. We'll do a couple videos, but the reason they're so much fun and such good fighters, you guys see this huge tail? they have a massive tail. Always remember, the bigger a fish's tail, generally the harder they fight. Fish with a big broom-like tail like that always fight really good. You know what you do on a really slow day when you're not getting a lot of bites? Come out here where it's real shallow. You get annoyed by all the file fish, and then you try to catch them for a catch and cook. So I have a really...
Here he comes.
He sucked it in. I got him.
Get him!
No!
Vic, no! Throw it back out.
The trick with these fish is, you guys will see if we catch one, they have the world's smallest mouth. They're so hard to hook. Look at this. My hook is this small, the size of my pinky, and they're able to evade that hook.
Get him.
We got him on. We got him on.
You did it.
You ready?
Yeah. Want me to get the net?
He's in.
That's a big one.
So we threw this guy in the live well because, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure the regulations on it. I know unicorn filefish, which is one species of filefish you can harvest, but from what I researched and Googled, this is a scrawled filefish, which we literally just got off the phone with FWC, and they said that scrawled filefish are a restricted species. You can only keep them for like aquarium purposes, only for live harvest. You can't actually harvest them to consume them. So you guys go ahead and comment below whether you think this is a unicorn filefish, scrawled filefish. I'm not sure, but I'm not willing to risk it and get a fine and make a fool of myself on the internet. But they really are beautiful fish. Just as I've been talking, you guys have seen how much he's changed color. When we first caught him, he was a really dark gray and just beautiful. Look at all the blue and just crazy looking. And he's got this little horn up there. So we're gonna let him go. And he just shoots off. Those things can be so pesky and annoying because what they'll do is they will follow the boat, and any bait you put out, whether it's live or dead, they'll follow it. You can put out a big fat live bait and they will just pick it to shreds. They can be really, really annoying in the summertime. It's our best friend.
Since when is he your best friend?
They've been my best friend.
That's
Hey,
a big one.
I'll tell you what, guys. You guys really like that sand tile fish video. 80,000 views and counting. I posted a Wade video the other day of a trout and pompano. Like 30,000 views. You guys really liked the sand tile video.
I think that's bigger than any of the ones we got the other day.
You think it is?
He's huge.
He's pretty big. He is big. He's very big. Brooke's favorite part is the eyeballs. So you will you'll get to see her eat the eyeballs, right, babe?
Were you just testing to see if I was listening?
Yeah, basically. Sometimes I gotta make sure, because sometimes Brooke's in Brookland.
I was trying to get cool angles. What are you talking about?
Thank
The
you.
sun's setting and it looks so pretty.
So once I do it one time through, I'll just go one more time. And like areas like this, really close to the ventral fins, next to the pec fins, make sure you get all the scales, because nothing can ruin a nice fish dinner like finding a scale on your plate. It's almost as bad as finding a bone, you know, because then every other bite you're kind of worried like, oh no, is there going to be a bone or is there going to be a scale? Once our fish is completely scaled, this is his anal opening, where his waist comes out of. Stick my knife in there and we go up towards the throat, okay? And I'm gonna go all the way up into his gills. And when we open this up, you're gonna see we're gonna take out all of his guts. So that's all his guts, stomach, liver, intestines, whatever else. Make sure you don't leave any of this in here because that'll really spoil your dinner too. And I also like to take this like stomach cavity out as well. I'm also taking the gills out. So these guys right here. I'm leaving the head on because I want the full effect and you guys want a whole fish, so we're doing the whole fish. But if the head freaks you out and you want to try this at home, just cut it off right here behind the pec fin. And then you have pretty much everything besides the backbone then is going to be edible. even this, you're gonna see is gonna crisp up into be like a little fish chip. Take the hose, and I'm really gonna squirt in there. Because you're gonna see that still a ton of guts and blood is gonna come out of there. There's your finished product. You take a look in here, it is 99% clean. No guts, no blood, nothing. And this is why people, especially in Eastern cultures, like eating fish whole. Because Western people tend to be very wasteful. If you fillet something, you're gonna miss this section, you're gonna miss a lot of the belly, you're gonna miss any meat that's close to the head, in the head. And that's one thing I really respect about people from the East is they do not waste anything. On days like today, it really makes you appreciate what you got. We went out there, we tried our hardest, we didn't catch much, but we had fun. And we're gonna have a good fish dinner for Brooke and I, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. This is what we got going on with the Yellowtail snapper. First thing I did is I patted this fish completely dry, inside, out, and I also removed the pec fins, the fins down here, the fins down here. I left the tail on because it looks pretty and I think it's gonna crisp up as well. And another thing you'll notice is I scored the skin. So this is gonna allow all the oil to get in there. It's gonna allow the seasonings to get in there, the cornstarch on both sides. And one thing I wanted to note is if you are gonna try this recipe at home and you guys don't have access to fresh fish, if you go to your local market, the one thing you should always check for, every fisherman knows this, look at the eyes. We caught this yellowtail on Thursday, it's Monday right now. If the eyes are clear, not milky, that is one sure way to tell if your fish is fresh. I have a mixture of cornstarch and flour, about 3 parts cornstarch to 1 part flour, and we're gonna season it up with a generous amount of chili powder, or paprika, this is paprika. This is coriander, chili powder. Here, we're gonna do this. Generous amount of chili powder. Are you shivering in your boots over there?
I was just gonna say that.
Okay, garlic powder. Lots of garlic powder. So we're gonna give this a mix. It's not actually spicy, it's just full of spice. It's not hot. Cornstarch to our fish. Massage it in there. Make sure you massage it into those crevices. Okay, the other side. I'm really excited. I've never done this and I've always wanted to fry a whole fish. I've seen lots of videos on it. Get in that gut cavity too. Black pepper. Salt. Now what we're gonna do is, I have a wok. We got an outdoor burner on the Camp Chef Woodwind Sidekick. And we want our fry temperature to be around 350 to 375. Peanut oil. Okay, we're gonna put our fish in very carefully. Oh yeah, baby. We'll do like 5-6 minutes on this side, and then we'll flip it over and do the other side. Okay, it's been about 5-6 minutes. Now we're gonna flip them over and do the other side. Crispy fried whole yellowtail snapper is done. Just gonna let some of the oil drain off. Okay, we'll set him over here. That way he is not too greasy and some of the oil drains off. I'll tell you what, smell-o-vision was a thing. This is a fragrant, fragrant dish. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna leave them just in here to preserve the heat because we're gonna make a little pan sauce now. Now we got a stainless steel pan, medium high, and add some sunflower oil. Yellow onions. Now we're gonna add some red chilies, as well as some garlic. Okay, now we add tomato. First, I actually forgot I have some sugar, coriander, paprika, and chili powder as well. Some salt, pepper. Okay, now we got some fresh lime juice. Check that out. There's our beautiful Yellowtail snapper, all crisped up. Set them on the plate just like that. And then here is our pan sauce. We'll put some on the side you can dip your bread into. And then we finish it off with some fresh cilantro. So we didn't do rice or potatoes or anything. We just got some fresh baguettes. So I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Just like that, and then now we can dip our bread into the olive oil as well.
Okay, I want you to eat the eyeball.
Do you really? You want my first piece of this beautiful fish to be the eyeball?
Ew, I'm just kidding.
Okay. At least you know that I was actually going for it. Okay, guys, here we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Crispy. Wow. You guys know that I love fish skin, so this is
like the best fish skin.
Ever. Like ever.
The sauce you made with it?
Check that out. So the cool thing is the cornstarch, it gives it a nice crispy layer, but that you also have the skin itself. When you cook it on that high oil for so long, it gets so crispy. No part of the fish is dry. This is probably my favorite yellowtail I've ever eaten. Ever.
It's so good. Wow. And it comes right off of the bones, like, so easily.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was worried about. I know a lot of people are afraid of bones, but you can separate the bones really easily, just like that. Get yourself a little bone plate.
I'll tell you what. It is really good.
Look at that. Fresh coriander, fresh cilantro. That sauce, that sweet, savory sauce, crispy skin, fresh fish in one bite. No BS. The best way to ever eat a yellowtail snapper. Best, hands down.
I can't get over the sauce you made.
You like it a lot?
Is that what you call it, a sauce?
I don't know. It's like a warm salsa. It's basically like a warm salsa. You like it?
It's really, really good.
Because I was kind of worried. I think I went a little bit too heavy on the sugar. I should have put a little
That's what
less
it
sugar.
tastes like when you eat it by itself, that it's really sweet. But with the fish, it's like the perfect complement. It's really good. I'm sorry if I sound sick. I'm sick.
Yeah, poor Brooke.
Let's eat it and show them when we're done.
Okay, we're gonna enjoy this side, and then when we're done, I want to show you the skeleton and everything, like Brooke said. Brooke and I made quick work of this yellowtail, and here is why people say that filleting fish is wasteful. Take a look at that. Normally when you fillet fish, you always miss the meat in between the bones, right on top. You leave a thin layer. And I can honestly say this was not a pain in the butt. It was really easy. You do have to use your fingers a little bit, but it's fun. And I think this would be really fun to do with your family, your friends, especially if you got a bigger snapper or anything. You could totally recreate this dish with any snapper, porgy, any small scaly fish that you could eat it with the skin on would be excellent to do it with.
Cooking a whole fish seems very intimidating, but it was really good. definitely recommend trying to cook a whole fish like this. We've cooked whole fish home, baked a couple times. And I remember one time going out to like a really fancy restaurant on a date one time, Vic. Do you remember that? Having a whole fish?
Yep.
And it was not very good.
No.
This was so good. I mean, that one wasn't deep fried. This was deep fried. Well, kind of deep fried. And this was way better. And that salsa sauce paired with it was so good. So if you're gonna try this, I definitely recommend doing the sauce too. So good. Honestly, I'm really surprised. You did a really good job, Vic.
Thank you, babe.
Look, his teeth.
Yeah, and your fish smiles back at you when you're done with dinner.
But like, there's meat in this head and everything that you don't even know about. Like, we can even go further on his head even.
Yep. All this, and here, I gotta show you guys how crunchy this is. So this is, listen to this. I feel like we're shooting an ASMR video. So this is like by the belly and the ribs. And you just get such good chunks. This is like a little fish French fry. There's no bone here, watch.
And the meat peels like right off of the bone really easily.
It's so delicious. Fresh baguette, look at this. Some olive oil, some cilantro, and your tomato. I don't know what it is, a sauce or whatever. It's just delicious and simple. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds. Just go down to the description box, press that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm gonna be posting a lot more, aiming for that 2 to 3 times a week. And I should have another video up for you guys Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching as usual, and I'll see you guys in that next video.